Ali and Jodie, hello. We are at Herts Book Fest. So here with Ali, and this is the end of day one, and it's going to be an amazing event so far. Lots of amazing writers, including Roxy. Oh my god! We didn't take any photos of us. Well, okay. Can I get your poster in tonight, Roxy? And Jodie. Video. Really excited about tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes.
No, in case I need it the YouTube way or the...
There's a lot of like inspiration from the last vendor. Yeah, that I really have to a lot of people
Around all the tables. Hi guys, so I realised that I never actually did a video to sit down and talk about Herts Book Fest, which was an event that I went to a couple of weeks ago, but I've since had my boys over, my partner's boys over, and it's really hard to film the flat when they're here, just because it's a small flat and then there's 4 of us, and you know, there's not really a spare room to sit and film without background noise. But yeah, I haven't done a video in ages, but I thought I would talk a little bit about Herts Book Fest, which was an absolutely amazing weekend at a place called Hertford Castle in Hertfordshire. Beautiful event, and I've got lots of little videos and clips that I will drop in here. Yeah, so day one was at the castle, in a really nice location in Hertford. It was a lovely day. There was a big marquee where like the author's tent was, and then there was lots of other people around doing like children's things. The friend that I shared a table with, called Roxy Eloise, had her 3rd book coming out that day, so she did manage to do like a big launch where people could come and hear her read bits of the books and stuff. So that was really good. And then we all shared a table. Well, I shared a table with Roxy, and then our other friend Ali, who was in our event last year, we'd all shared a table together, 3 of us at Herts Book Fest last year. We had 2 tables next to each other this time, which was really cool. And then Ali was next to this other author called Jodie, or JD Groom. So yeah, so we were all together selling our YA fantasy books, which was really cool. And what we did last year was we managed to sell a bundle for our 3 books together for a cheaper price, and then this time we decided to add in JD as well, so that she could get in on the YA fantasy fun. And if people were interested in looking at all of our books and they weren't sure which one they wanted to go for, then we'd say, oh, you know, we have this bundle if you want to try out all of us, and all of our first books in the series. And what was funny was we sold loads of our bundles last year. As soon as we had our Fantasy Forum event. It was a 1-day event last year. This year it was a 2-day event. And what was really, really cool was that we were standing behind our tables. There was a lot of buzz from the morning to the afternoon, so this event was really widely shared, which was really cool. We didn't get that many teenagers last year until around the time that we had our fantasy event. Then we got a few sales after that, which was really good. But we didn't have our fantasy event on the Saturday, we had it on the Sunday this time. But on the Saturday, I had like my character art on the front of my table that's the character art that's in my books, and then I had my posters with my covers on them. So I've got poster artwork for Still Princess, The Girl Behind the Glass, and Song by the Air now. So I had those behind, and then I had my covers, and then in front of each cover I had a copy of the book for people to look at. I had my proof copies. I actually have one here. The Girl Behind the Glass. This is my proof copy. So people could look at it, and then if they were looking at the artwork, then I'd go, well, this is the artwork that's inside the books. So that was absolutely amazing. That was a really, really, really good day. And yeah, I think the Saturday was my favourite day, to be honest. But usually we got quite a lot of buzz around our bundles, and but this time all of us got interest. Like, they were coming to each of our sort of sections of our tables, and I sold quite a few of the Girl Behind the Glass. I sold one piece of character art for the Girl Behind the Glass, and then the person that I said to her, this is my character Wicked. So then she was like, okay, so I might as well get the book then, sort of thing. So that was really cool. I managed to sell a book from selling character art. So I think the artwork on the table was a really, really good shout, and that was just because I had them in frames as well. I also have a newsletter email list, so I got some people writing down their email addresses, which was really good. So I had lots of interest, and it was a really, really good day. And then we sold a couple of bundles, I think, as well. And then on the Sunday, we were at a place called Southern Maltings, which is like an indoor, I think it's an art centre type thing. And they had it all of our stalls, similar places again. And we were again right in the middle in the same sort of area, but I really liked our setup again. And we sold quite a few of our bundles that day. So it was weird because the Saturday I had a lot more interested in my books, my general books, especially The Girl Behind the Glass. I sold most of those. I think I sold about 6 of The Girl Behind the Glass and 1 Still Princess on the Saturday. And then I think I sold about 6 Still Princess, 3 bundles, and a couple of just after the Fantasy Forum event, because I was talking about it. Still Princess, a couple of people came and bought it after our event. And then I think I had one The Girl Behind the Glass on that day as well. So it was really weird how Saturday was the best day for Still Princess. No, other way around. Saturday was the best day for The Girl Behind the Glass, this book, and then Sunday was the best day for Still Princess, which is my futuristic YA fantasy. And it was the first book I sold on the Saturday. It was the only one hardback copy of Still Princess that I had. That was my first sale, and that was really cool. And the girl, the lady that asked me about that one, was asking when book 2 is out, so she seemed interested, so that was really cool. And there's also another girl. There's a few people that came last year to both days. They'd come to both. A couple of them came on both days, and a couple of them had been looking at our books last year, but came specifically for Roxy's books because she's had a lot of hype about her books, and she's got recently had like a book club thing sort of going on, so she's done really, really well with hers. And yeah, so she had loads of people coming over to her table, and I'd managed to sort of convert them into having a look at mine and maybe buying it, which was really cool. So that's how someone bought the Girl Behind the Glass on Sunday. But one of the girls that came has been coming back to see her and buy her books each year, actually bought Still Princess this year, and she didn't buy any of mine last year. So that was really nice because she'd also been following on Instagram and stuff, and I'd sort of spoken to her a little bit. But after the event, she was enticed, and she asked her dad to get her a copy. And then also on the Saturday, I had a little girl come over with her dad and say that she'd bought a copy of Still Princess. Her dad was asking me questions about my writing, and she came over and said that she'd started reading it and she was already really enjoying it, and it was a beautiful story, and that she just seemed so shy and sweet, and it reminded me of the teenagers that I work with because I work in a secondary school. But yeah, it was just a really, really good weekend overall, and like I say, I sold quite a few books, so it was nice to be in that little community again and see some of the people I'd seen last year. And it was nice to be on those tables with my friends Ali, Roxy, and Jodie, and just kind of enjoy the experience together. So, yeah. I love book events, and I don't really get to go to that many of them because they're hard to come by or prepare for, generally, because they're expensive to prepare for. But they are a blast, and you do have the best time. But yeah, thank you for watching my little video about this. I have an event coming up on Sunday next week, so a week today, in Brown Books Bookshop in Luton. So if you're interested, please do come along. I think if you go onto their Facebook page, they've got the event, so you can say that you're interested on it, whatever, and then they should be able to give you more details. I'll probably just be there with some copies that I have left over from the Herts Book Fest, selling some, and my character art and stuff like that. So if you are interested, then please do come along to that as well, and I would love to see you in person. And if you have books that you want me to sign or anything, then please do feel free to come along, and I will do so. And yeah, thank you guys as always for the love and the interest, and I will talk to you soon.